Hello, Asta here and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be filming this makeup look here using Huda Beauty palette called Desert Dusk, and I actually had this palette for ages, but I just recently found it again and decided to do a look. So I'm starting off with Louise base in 02 and applying that all over the lids with a flat synthetic brush, and then of course taking the Huda Beauty palette and starting with the transition shade called Eden, applying that in the upper crease using MAC 224. Next, I'm taking a color called Amber from the palette and Zoeva 201 brush and just applying this color directly into my crease. I will be repeating this step a few times just to get a good intensity of color into my crease, and in between I'm gonna go back and forth with my fluffy brush from MAC I've used before, and just to make sure there's no harsh edges and all the colors are blended seamlessly. So next I'm taking the color called Saffron and M506 brush from Morphe and just repeating the previous steps, but this time with more concentrated brush, so I'm deepening the crease even more, and just like before going back and forth with my fluffy brush just to blend everything out. And lastly, just to get more intensity into my crease, I'm just taking color Oud from the palette, which is a nice dark brown color, and using the same brush, just intensifying the crease even more, just to give more definition, so I can cut the crease and I could still see all the colors coming through. And now it's time to cut the crease, so I'm going back to my Louise base and just using flat synthetic brush and applying that from the inner corner. If you're not sure how to cut the crease, you could always place a little bit of product at the very beginning and just tilt your head forward, and that way the product stamps on a top crease and you would know that this is the top line of your crease. Also, I'm cutting my crease a little bit more than halfway, and then going back to the palette and color Amber, I'm taking a fluffy brush and just creating a transition from the Louise base to the outer V. Going back to the palette again, I'm taking the brown shade called Oud and the same brush and just intensifying the outer V even more, creating the depth and definition on the outer part of my eye. And once there's not much product on the brush, I'm just extending it towards the brow bone. So just to get better color payoff, I'm first dabbing the color into one place, and then whatever is left on the brush, I'm just sweeping it towards the brow bone and into my crease just to give this nice kind of blown out smoky look effect. Then I'm going back to the palette and taking this retrograde color from the palette, and it's a gorgeous duochrome shadow, and I'm just setting my Louise base with it using a small synthetic brush. So just to give more sparkle and intensity to my color, I have taken Inglot 85 pigment and just applied it all over retrograde color, and as you can see, it's way more intense. With the color Turkish Delight, I'm taking the same flat brush and just creating another transition from the retrograde to the dark brown at the outer part of my eye. Then lining my top lash line with Stila Stay All Day liquid pen liner, applying some mascara, and of course putting on my falsies. Then popping on some Jouer concealer underneath the eyes, and at the same time cleaning up my shape of the eye, of the eyeshadow, and then taking color Amber and just applying this color all over the lower part of my eye, and then using fluffy brush to make sure everything is blended seamlessly, and also taking another dark color from the palette and a smaller brush from Morphe and intensifying the outer part of my eye. Then I'm gonna go in with MAC Costa Riche pencil and just line the waterline. Just to make this video shorter, I just went off camera and did the rest of my face, and here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini tutorial, and I hope you would be inspired to use this palette again. I know there's so many new palettes coming out each month, but this one is just truly beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.